Whoa, my God. Have you guys seen that the hatch is in 2 sprints? And from the conversations that I've been having, I understand that we are on this target. We're on the trajectory. So we have this sprint and the next sprint to finish all the preparations for the hatch. So exciting, exciting stuff. Let's go to just some reminders. 1 issue, 1 assignee. Now on the transparency audit. So make sure your working group passes the transparency audit. 1 issue, 1 assignee. And also don't overload this sprint. Last sprint we had a bunch of things that were sort of lingering on the sprint board. Only things we're 200% committed to finishing. Otherwise, we can just leave it off. So for the last retrospective, proposals squad was the big one of the 2 big outcomes, and focused effort on framing and on the glossary. Livia is on her amazing jungle vacation today, so will not be joining us for this. And this one will end up, I believe, under soft gov. Maybe we'll come back to that one maybe after. Okay, so the first thing is let's jump to there were things in review, but they're not now. Okay, that's great. Okay, maybe I'm just looking by. Yeah, okay. So I am just going to move this back out, and we can add it later when we do the planning. Something is blocked, determine. Okay, so that was always blocked. We'll just leave it there. We have some things to review in QA. Marco, you're here, so maybe we can get an update on these if you have them. Otherwise, we can ask Manu for some updates.
I just keep this one in review. It's again, Manu is going to be updating this issue, the list actually. So I don't want to close it. I just want to keep it open while it's being updated.
Okay, is there like an end to this, or is this like a forever process?
I don't know. I mean, eventually, like we're probably gonna hit like, I don't know, 90% or something, and say, okay, this is enough. We can close it. But for now, let's keep it open until I hear back from Manu.
Okay.
I guess I don't understand the difference between that and the curate sheet. Do you know?
Curate sheet.
Yeah. Tam,
I think.
Oh yeah, okay, I do.
Yeah, I think this is more of a list that doesn't have private data, and it's just to we can pass around and see if people want to add names to the list, or I think the purpose was more of a public kind of thing, rather than private sensitive.
The curate sheet is public. It doesn't have emails or.
It has last names, so I wouldn't love to spread it too widely, or we could just delete the last names. Yeah, I don't know what this is really for either. Actually, I think what we can do is merge it with that maybe, and have one list of all. Maybe the curate list. Maybe here's what it was. The curate list was originally people that joined the Trusted Seed, and then it sort of expanded to also be. Recommendations from Hatcher Outreach, so it's expanded to be additional token engineers. So yeah, maybe that's why this one came about.
And also, as far as I know, I think like someone gave the curate sheet, if that's the one we're talking about, to Manu, and like he kind of already merged that within the document that he's creating now. I think so. I'm not sure 100%, but I think he's done that already.
I had a quick look just to see if I could figure out what this. This is the curate sheet, and then this is his. It seems to be a list of engineers that he pulled from different groups, and he has like LinkedIn links and stuff like that. Maybe we circle around with, yeah, maybe it does have some dupes, certainly, right? Oh, this one has. This is more like, yeah, I don't know, searchable information on the internet. I'm okay with leaving it open and think probably eventually what we'll want is those 2 lists to merge into one. And maybe we can even add this to the bottom of the curate sheet, and he can continue to update it. But that way, the project, the project squad, the proposal squad, will have access to it too. Just gonna start an update. And the content distribution process, this is still under review?
It's in process, actually. I mean, it's going to be in process for a while, so.
Okay, maybe we can just say what the next steps are here. Like, what is the stuff that's in, what's happening now? So we can throw an update in here.
We're started using that process and iterating on it, so that's the update.
Okay, so it's like, okay.
I mean, the purpose of this issue, I guess, was setting up this process and not like setting up the whole thing, you know, in terms of like, you know, I think it was just to kickstart this process. So maybe we can even close it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Because you guys did define the process and now you're testing it and
yeah, and there's exactly, and like Nate is already also working on this huge document. He's adding it, you know, daily. So I think like, yeah, we can close it.
New issues may need to. Okay. Oh, I'll just leave that part out.
Yeah.
Open new issues. Okay, cool. That way, Nate also gets to add this to his Giveth milestones. Okay, content for join our community page on TEC.
Oh, that's done. Closed. The content is basically in the under repo and the CPD repo. So this, you can close this one.
Okay. Cool. So those should disappear. All right, so that's the review. The blocked is still blocked, I guess. So that makes sense. All right. I think, I know Chewy, you can't stay on for the whole time. So maybe we start with comms so that we can make sure Chewy is around for that part. Does that make sense to you too, Marco?
Yep.
Okay. All right, what do we got?
Oh, did you filter by label?
I did filter by label, but I wanted
to... Chewy was saying something. Sorry, Chewy.
I don't have to leave early anymore. I had my calendar on Mexico City time, and I'm back home now, so I have an extra hour.
Sweet, cool, okay. I just want to say something. You know, we didn't do a lot of the next sprints in this one, and I was thinking, actually, it's kind of fine. We don't have that many issues. Since we created the icebox and we're dropping the things that shouldn't be on our immediate attention span in the icebox, I'm thinking of dropping the next sprint label. I just want to sort of pose that to everyone here because now that the things that should be ignored are in the icebox, we can just look at everything that's tagged by the working group. So let's just try it out and see how it goes. Maybe this sprint.
All right.
All right. So this is everything that we have for the comms working group. Maybe we start with the Hatch DAO content for landing page. That you want in the sprint? Oh, Marco,
can you open this? Sorry, can you open this issue, please?
Sure.
It should definitely go this sprint.
It's the productizing the Hatch DAO thing.
No, so there's the Hatch design dashboard and then the Hatch DAO, which the Hatch DAO, we have a nice demo that's up. and so we need to get the content. We can get the content ready for that.
No, this issue is not for that. No. This issue is not for that. This issue I created. I think I created this issue from our last core where you said we want to productize the hatch. Where we want to kind of have like the idea of like having a landing page where we talk about a hatch DAO, where everybody can like read about it and go to repo, download something or whatever, kickstart their own DAO based on it. So I actually submitted a request for the content for this landing page. It's different from what you're talking about here.
Okay.
But let me just check on the content distribution repo if we have this issue.
I wouldn't prioritize that.
Yeah, it's already like in our second repo, the content production repo. So we can close this. I mean, we can delete it from here.
Wait. So this sprint board takes into account all of the repos.
Oh, that's from there.
The entire sprint.
Oh.
Yeah, we will plan communications in this sprint board, and then the workflow of that board just takes its own shape.
Cool. I didn't know that. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So not prioritized for the sprint. I think that makes sense. Why don't we jump this Discord onboarding has really bad metrics.
Yeah, we're working on this one. It's already kind of in progress. We're creating a new join TEC community page. V has already built the Discord onboarding with a special link. It has to be styled, and the reason I added 3 of us here in this issue because we're actually working on this again in another repo, which is the TEC website repo, and also Christopher is involved. So yeah, this is already in progress.
Cool. And who's going to actually own it to make sure it gets done and include the other people as reviewers? I think it's probably you, Marco, right?
Yeah.
It was originally Griff. Last sprint, it was Griff. So not Griff now.
Well,
so I guess it's either you or Vi.
Griff can stay if he wants. But the reason I added us all to this one because we're all involved. That's the reason why I had it. But
yeah, I'll do some QA on it, I guess, when
you can leave me.
Be a reviewer.
You can leave me as an owner, and then maybe add Griff as a reviewer if he wants, and yeah.
Okay. What I would suggest with this one is we define the pieces of work for each person. Like Vi is actually doing the implementing, and you might be capturing the requirements. So an issue for capturing the requirements, and then an issue for the actual implementing it. But I'll leave you assigned to this one to keep driving it forward.
Yep.
And it comes into the sprint, right? Of course.
It's in progress already, so you can basically just move it in progress.
Cool. In the sprint planning, we just drop them into the sprint backlog. And then as you move them in progress, as everyone moves them in progress, as everyone starts working on them, you guys can move them in progress independently.
Okay.
Create storyboard for onboarding video, hatch out.
Yeah, let's skip Manu's issues because I haven't heard of him ever since. And we just need an update from him on everything that he's been working on. And right now, I really have no information about that.
Okay, we'll leave them in the product backlog. Onboarding community Y video interview community members.
Is this Jess?
I thought it was, but now it's Manu.
No, the video editing it's Manu, but the interviewing videos it's Jess, and I think she's done with that. So
it's here now.
Yeah,
that issue can be closed.
Yeah, there is an update on that. At the end, I think if it's not there, a little bit from Jess, she finished. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Interviews so today that's it for interviews for me. All right. So all right. I'll just
the last one to interview was Sergam, and I think that's done.
All right. Yeah. SEO.
Yeah, I reached out to Nate. Nate, you're on the call here?
Yeah. We're on it.
So yeah.
Yes, you.
that will be done
Okay.
this sprint.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Okay. Create a list of useful links for new Discord members.
This is also done, I think, so you can close it. Basically, I
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Yay! Yay! Less issues. Update. So closed. Just closed by Marco. Okay, cool. The
Are we sprint
polycentric.
planning? Or are we closing issues? What are we doing
I
here?
know. We're doing the close so that we can do the planning.
All right.
So this article, I think, is up for review, right?
Yeah, it's up for review. We're just waiting for reviewers. Jess submitted and waiting for people to review.
Okay. How can we identify, like, we want you 2 or 3 people to review this? Because I think it's hard for, you know, if when somebody says,
Yeah.
can someone review this, and nobody does, then what happens?
Yeah, exactly. So I think like one of these problems we're solving in another repo in the CPD process that Nate's and myself and Mitch are working on. But for now, like since this is still living in the coordination repo, it's just up to Jess whether she has reached out to someone and heard back from someone, and we just need to hear back from her again.
Okay, cool. All right. What else do you have? Sherman feedback. I think that there was an update on this. Maybe we leave it in the backlog. Review feedback on Sherman's TEC blog.
I guess that's in progress.
Okay. Well, let's be sure. Okay, I will leave it in the product backlog until we know. Improvements to the forum. I think one person access to the service. Okay, so this is something, Jake. It sounds like maybe this one's blocked for you. What should we do with this one? Automated messages for new people and post count system. This is something maybe low priority we don't think about, we don't look at now.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I don't know that that's critical to anything right now. How to become a Hatcher forum post. This is back on Eduardo for updating. Let me see.
Yes. Basically, yeah, because I haven't finished it.
Okay, I thought I closed this one and opened the other one, but I might have done it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this one is still open, so we'll bring it in the sprint backlog. Eduardo, we can finish it this sprint?
Yes, that's a must.
What's 5 steps TEC Hatch?
Those were tasks that Jess had, and then pass it on to Mitch. Mitch already did it, and it's a document that basically has a summarized. It's a small, it's like a description for the diagrams.
Okay.
I feel like, is this forum post not already up?
Yeah, I think this one can be closed.
Okay. Cool. Success story, the hatch.
Yeah, it's after we have a successful hatch, we're gonna write a story about it. It's just an issue placeholder for that. It's waiting there.
Awesome. Yep, I'll throw it in the icebox. Create customized badge names for Discourse.
Yeah, this one, I think Manu wanted to take this one as well. It's a low priority. Just leave it there as a low priority. We're not going to do this in the sprint.
Yeah, now I'm seeing why it's important to tag next sprint. Okay, we should definitely keep the next sprint tagging.
Yeah, I kind of love the next sprint label.
Yeah, okay, we definitely want to keep it. We tried, we were seeing right away it didn't really work.
Yeah.
Website updates.
Yeah, put this one in this sprint. I created this issue. We have the The corresponding issue is open in the TEC website repo.
Okay.
It's just there so you guys know that we have something on the other repo as well.
Cool. So this one, promote comms calls 1 hour before. I will take, do you want me to take you off or Chewy off? Who is responsible for making sure this one gets done?
I'd love Chewy to do this if he can.
Yeah, I also wanted to ask you, Tim, like, how can I self-assign an issue, because I can't find the option.
Oh, okay.
I'll add you to the repo. I assume you aren't added to the repo.
I thought I did, but yeah, let's do that. So for this one, go ahead. For this one, I have really good news, and I talked with Vi about having the bot do this for us. So
yeah.
Yeah. So
To the rescue.
So who wants to take on that, actually? Because this one is somebody basically putting together a generic image and the time schedule and passing that to Vi. And Vi will take the images and the time schedule and create a bot that posts to the channel 1 hour before each stewards meeting, each working group meeting.
Okay, so what you're saying, we just need to provide Vi the images, right?
The images, so like, but a generic one, not with the date and time on it. So like something that can be reusable, a reusable one, and the schedule. And that's all he needs to set it up. And
the schedule, and then he's gonna do a recurring bot that does it for every week, or we need to send him every week new.
No. Well, I would suggest we keep a very generic image that we use every week, and we don't update it every week.
I was sorry. I didn't meant to ask for images. I meant to ask for the dates. Do we need to send them dates every week?
No, every Tuesday, 6 p.m. CET.
Got it. I'll take this one with sending him images and whatever else. So you can assign this one to me.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and then maybe I say we even close this one, right? Let's just close this one and say we'll be taken care of by that one.
Hey,
One thing to mention though, and maybe we can take this TEC in the stewards call, is that we're not always praising people after the working group meetings, and that used to be something that we did. And I don't do it, so this is like my fault too. But maybe we could find an easier way to make sure that after every meeting we do praise all the participants. I'll add that to the stewards agenda so we can sort of discuss how we want to move forward with that.
I can do that.
Who said that?
Yeah, Septi.
Hey,
Septi, it's you.
Hey. What did you say?
Sorry, I'm on the phone. I'm saying like I can just do that. Like after a meeting, just giving praise to everyone in the meeting.
Oh my. That's amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Tam, that completely broke up for me. Could you repeat what you said?
I was just saying, after every meeting, after every working group meeting, we normally praise everyone who's attended. And we haven't always been doing that. It was something that we did. Actually, very few of the stewards don't do that. I think some people do it religiously, but the idea is if we could automate that process.
Right. Somebody said something and you said that's amazing, but I didn't hear what she said.
Ivy and Septimus volunteered to do it because they're recording the meeting.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate
you. Cool. Wow, that's great. Marco, did you have any other reservation about closing this? Do you want me to keep it open?
Yeah, I just wanted to I mean, you can close it, but then I can basically look in the closed issues because I just want to see the template here that just posted. Like, you know.
I'll leave it open. You close it. You close it when you want.
Okay. Okay.
I'll leave it. I'm not gonna. It's just gonna stay in the product backlog. So as soon as you get what you need from it, close it.
All right.
So we went through these. Test issue. Find the part of crypto news talk where Griff talks about token engineering and link it and put it in the Twitter content list.
Yeah, if Griff is up to doing this in this sprint, both issues, then fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I can take care of those. It's gonna take me no time. Those are the ones that I wanted to self-assign actually.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I will pass them.
Great. Okay. Awesome.
Okay. All right. And the next one. Somebody make sure Chewy can self-assign as fast as we can. Okay, perfect. Okay, and promote calls. Let me take repeating off because if you close it and it's repeating, it will come back to life at the end of the sprint. Okay, did I thought I had something in that repo. What did I add there? I forgot already. What did I add to the repo that I thought might be here? A tale of two mediums. Oh, it doesn't show up as a next sprint. That's too bad. Okay. And it doesn't show as communication working group. So this one was just, we have a medium, teccommons.medium.com that looks like this. And we have medium.com token engineering that looks like this. The lower one looks nice. The upper one doesn't look as nice. And I was wondering, can we only have one of those exist? When you do a Google search for token engineering commons, this is the one that's the top of the Google search list.
What? Why do we have two anyway?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the first one was used as like for TEC to be the author of the articles that we have in our current Medium page, but I'm not sure who has access to that first TEC page. So I'm not sure who can get in there and change things.
I have access to it.
I'm sure there's some way to like hide your medium.
So can we, okay, I guess that's the only one. Great. So we add it to this sprint. And who can take it?
Yeah, I'll see that one through and try to figure out. I think let's see. I think Craig might have access to it as well. So access to it as well. So yeah.
We can. I mean, we have a pending session for syncing it. We can do this on that session if you want. Since I have access to this to the green medium.
Sounds good.
The green one. Cool. Cool. Common Swarm, that was an accident. Anything else that you, Marco or Chewy, want to put into the sprint for comms?
Issue 390, that's one of Marco's, was the Discord and the source cred implementation. And that's still listed under new issues, issue number 390. Yeah.
Yeah, good one. What are we doing with this?
I think it's done because we're not implementing source cred on the Discord, right? And the Discord's up. So. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So it's done, right?
Yeah, I think so. Santi, I don't know. Do we have any plans to implement Discord for source cred or source cred on Discord, or it's just going to stay with Discourse and GitHub?
We're going to run some testing before deciding if we include something on Discord. The only part that we may end up adding is the meetings. but before even adding those, we're gonna run some testing. Not it in any time soon until we see some results from Discourse and from the forum.
Yeah,
And
source cred on
GitHub.
Discord's it's a full-time job tweaking it.
Cool. Thanks for that, Metaverde. So I'm going to close it. And if we decide to use it, then we will create new issues for it.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Going back to issue number 10 again, the two mediums, does the first medium actually hold any value for anything anymore?
Oh, so just the account, so that when you post this account, like as TEC, it doesn't have an author, but it's I think it can be completely hidden.
Okay, I just want to clarify that. Thank you.
If anything, I think it tracks value right now because it's what people see first, and they don't even see the second one.
We are using the blue one, then, not the green one. And how many followers or whatever has the blue one?
That would maybe be a great subject for this issue when you start to resolve this issue, so we could finish the planning. If that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, maybe I'm wrong because looking at the URLs, it was tcommons.medium.org. I don't know. So ignore my thoughts before.
Yeah, I just that's a very good question. I think there's just more digging into it that actually before we can decide which one to use.
Let's get into it next.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right. Anything else for comms? Comms is done.
Nope, I think that's all.
Okay. Good. Should we do Eduardo? Should we
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right. So product backlog. So these are the new issues that I opened for the proposal squad to do their outreach. So what do you think, Eduardo? Was that ready for, do you think this sprint will be the one that people start outreaching to people?
Yes. I still need to sync with Jess on the first hacking session for it.
Okay.
But yes, it should be at least assignations of proposals will be given this sprint. So this is for this sprint.
Cool. And for that kickoff, is that Jess who should be assigned to that, or are you assigned to that?
It should be for me because I'm will the one that will be hunting people down to get to these meetings. So yeah.
Okay. And the proposal squad, I think it's you and Jess and Metaverde and Jake, right? That's going to be like the core proposal squad. Okay. Because I created an epic and an issue for each of you so that you guys can track your proposals week by week. So it's like on your plate for you to do. And then, yeah.
Correct.
So I'll move this one here. The champion of proposals. I think you did this last track. Shall we close this one?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And all right. So I will move all of these into the sprint backlog. Why is this Hatcher outreach? Create storyboard for onboarding video.
It has had outreach just because I'm the one. I don't know why it has had, but I think that by default, when they put my name on it, they just assume it's Hatch outreach deal.
Okay, maybe I'll take it off. It's a little confusing. How to outreach projects. Okay, so the first part was like, hey, have the kickoff meeting, and then what's the best way to communicate? Develop a script or a deck, create the list, follow like tracking. Is this one you as well? Will you be leading this next week, next sprint?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then is there anything else you'd like to bring to the sprint?
Yes, the Akasha Hub one, it's on review from them, and they should be proposed this sprint finally. The one at the top, right?
Got it. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. And then I have a question, which is Griff is assignated to 419. Update welcome to the TEC forum section. Shouldn't it be more like review rather than update? Because she should be reviewing it, I think. But yeah, this is just a matter of distinction because I see that he's assigned to it.
So I'm reviewing your forum post, but then there needs. Oh yeah, I guess that sounds good. Review.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what this section is. Is there like
Yeah.
a specific section?
Yeah, there's a section on the forum and it's empty. It says how to become a hatcher, but it's empty. So this would be just like to post something in the forum. Eduardo's post, to add Eduardo's post there. But it sounds like maybe Eduardo, this should be you do this, right? Once it goes through the final approval, and then you could drop it in there, right? That makes sense.
The update, I do it, and then Grave reviews.
Yeah, no, you finish the updates in the doc, and then the review, and then posting to the forum.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Anything else you want to put in there?
I don't think I have bandwidth for more.
Okay, and I will throw, this is all the Hatcher outreach. So each of us have our own list of potential hatchers we're reaching out to.
Yeah.
And this one is identify potential with Hatcher outreach. That is Jess, and I know that she wants to do that this sprint. We have this, keep FAQ updated. What is this?
No, this was a repeated sprint. That was more of a repeated issue. Was more of a reminder, more like about what we spoke yesterday about updating the Git book. You can call it keeping the Git book updated, because we will be finding new questions as long as we are onboarding proposals and so on. So we need to keep these questions updated on the Git book or in the FAQ, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. My thinking is that might just be part of our process as we are just like managing the working group, right? But it's an issue that we're just sort of keeping and we're never putting into a sprint. And I wonder, do we just close it and know that as there are new FAQs, we add them? Because it's pretty comprehensive as it is now, right? The FAQ is pretty robust.
Yeah, it was more of a reminder kind of issue more than an actual work. It's because I have just noticed that there is we tend to forget updating things. Could be manifesto, could be FAQ, could be whatever you want to call it. So for me, it was more about keeping it, having this reminder.
Do you want me to assign this to you and then you can close it this sprint?
Sure.
Okay, I'll put it into this sprint, and then we figure out like what the process is to keep it updated, and then we just do that. Okay.
Right.
All right. Sweet. Griff, you are on a roll. Opening issues. Should we do those?
Oh yeah. Oh baby. So there's a new dashboard in town. Oh, okay, we'll start with Common Swarm. Common Swarm is pretty easy. I think the hatch is frozen, so we can close that now. And then the other two are there. Yeah, I can close. I still need to get in touch with Adria to nail down exactly what's going on, but that's happening. Validate dashboard is happening, and deploy comments, upgrade, vote, and demo it is happening. So yeah.
Oh wow.
That's it. I mean, there's probably more issues, but we do all of our tracking in a different board, and I update here when.
What is the Commons upgrade vote?
So we already did the hatch demo. That's why it's not on here. It's closed. But the hatch demo has 3 parts. First is people put money in. Second is like kind of a rage quit time where people can rage quit and refund, but we're not going to do the refund demo. And then we have actually a vote where it moves all the money out of this DAO and into another DAO. We're not going to actually move it into a commons, like with a bonding curve and conviction voting, because that's not ready yet. But we are just going to move it to a DAO in 2 different vaults. So that'll just be part of this demo. It'll be like next week. Next week's demo is we vote to upgrade. Oh, you're muted, Tam.
I was just saying it wasn't clear to me, and I wonder, is it clear to everyone else that's participating in the demo that we have the 3-step process of the demo?
No, it's like 1 step at a time, huh? We'll tell them about that part next week.
Okay, cool. All right, perhaps.
Are you talking about what you just linked at everybody? Okay. I haven't had it.
Yeah. So that's our hatch. It's our test hatch that we even use the dashboard to design, which is so cool.
Okay, I have a real quick question under product backlog where it says CDD, CDD. What's CDD?
It's a new dashboard. We have a new dashboard in town called the Commons Design Dashboard. So it's early stages. We don't have it spec'd out all the way or anything, but you can basically move all the stuff in the next sprint over. This sprint, our goal, so we have the hatch dashboard where you can parameterize the hatch, but then the next step is we need to be able to parameterize the Commons upgrade, which is like, and I'm trying to call this the Commons Design Dashboard. And so you'll be able to pick parameters for the bonding curve, conviction voting, Celeste, disputable voting, and the lockup period. So there's these 5 different pieces. Each one needs brainstorming, which is mostly done for all of them, but I need to confirm it with people. And then validate it with Zargum probably on Monday. And then we'll have the spec written for each one, and that's the goal for the sprint. And I will lead all of these things, but we'll be getting a lot of help.
Okay. Wow, it's nice. All right. And anything else other than the dashboard? That's the Commons dashboard that's coming in?
Yeah, there's this one forum post that's been lingering, and I'll get it done this sprint. That one. And and then Jake is going to cat herd for it's a really simple blog. Then we have the TEC hatch DAO. Like we're going to the other, so there's designing the Commons design dashboard, and then there's actually doing the TEC hatch design work. So we should be able to launch that this sprint as well. So how we're doing the mission, vision, values vote, we'll do the exact same thing for hatch design. And we'll probably want to start making a bunch of sessions to help encourage people to vote and design.
And Jeff is doing that? Sorry, not Jeff. Jake, you're setting up the I don't know, what is it? Like powwow? Like what is it? Like inviting people to set proposals together and then vote on proposals? This is happening this sprint?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we have to.
Yeah. The mission, vision, values thing is the big, that's kind of our little jump off. Get people, going, and then we can move into the parameters and everything else.
Cool. And this is also drumming up support for people to submit proposals.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not proposals, submit proposals for parameters. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to get some hatch. I'm going to try to make space for it in the TE calendar and be like, hey, hatch design hack sesh, let's all design parameters together, put the Groovy bot in and start go.
Can I ask a question regarding this? When you submit a proposal here, is there any chance that there is a bug that if you do not have a title for the proposal, it doesn't get submitted?
The proposal goes on GitHub, and if GitHub rejects issues without titles, then that's possible. But we autofill a title, and so you'd have to go in to delete it.
Yeah, actually, I can confirm that because that happened to me as well.
Because
Same
it happened.
proposal again.
I proposed a proposal and it wasn't submitted. Because
On mission
Yeah.
vision values?
Yeah, happened to me as well.
Yep.
So, wait, what do you mean it wasn't submitted? Like it doesn't show up on token log or it doesn't show up on GitHub?
Yep. And nowhere.
Nowhere. Nada.
Did you guys lose it? I mean, did you lose the content?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you say submitting proposal, it's just clicking submit issue, right?
Yes.
And it just disappeared?
Yep.
Yes.
But second try was good.
Sorry, Tam. I know that we should not work on this session. I just want to bring that up before I forget.
No, it's a good issue.
This is working. We're adding an issue. It's a big issue. Yeah.
So it must be if the name is the same, it just doesn't deploy the issue. So maybe we need to make a counter or something for the proposal.
Yeah, I'll just put on the description of the proposal that remember to add or change the title. So
I mean, the title is add a creative title, isn't it?
I know, but it happened twice, so I guess.
I wonder if it has something to do with the template. Maybe we can ask Christopher to take a look at this.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something to throw at Christopher.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if there is a admin view that can check if there was like a draft mode or something, but just.
I mean, it's so weird because I just made 2 issues on the coordination workspace and it worked, but yeah, it must be something with a template. I don't know. It's really weird.
Cool. Maybe Griff, I don't know if you could just let Christopher know now. Maybe he might have some cycles. Maybe not till early next week though.
Yeah, he's usually not a weekend warrior.
Yeah, he's a weekend dad. Even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different
All right.
war.
Are we done? Are we done with different kind of war? Are we done with the parameters?
Let's see. Anything else next sprint? I think we can leave. No.
Oh no, that was
I think we can leave the mapping specs. Can you scroll down more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If that's all the way, and then in new issues, is there anything marked next sprint?
Nope. These are all the other ones.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Really the development stuff. Cool. Sweet. IV and Septimus and transparency. Got it. Jake, you on that?
Yeah, well, what was weird is I tried to pull my audit and it was like, and I don't know what happened to it.
You don't know what happened to?
Well, it was the damnedest thing. Like I was actually it early morning, but when I went into my sheet where we did the audit, it was empty. Like it was like, where'd it go? I don't know. I asked Zep, but I don't think he understood what I was asking. Unless I had the wrong one. I don't know. It was weird.
Okay.
Yeah, the sheet we went through together, and then I filled out as we went. Yeah, I went back to it and it was empty. So I was like, what the heck?
Cool. And there's also Discord bot to record the calls of the community. That's for this sprint. Cool. Cool. Okay. I use the word investigate and in front of the title, so we could bring the investigation of it working into the sprint. Update transparency audits from SoftGov, Hatcher Outreach, and Gravity working groups. Is that for this sprint? Oh, neat. Okay, thank you. And is there anything else we need to bring in? Got it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. All right. Santi, what's all the exciting news from legal?
Well, the exciting news is that there's not much to update. We started working on those. Let me check your screen so we talk the same. Working here. Let's see. We keep working on the praise and source credit distribution. We might be able to end that one in next spring for sure, but it's almost done. And the proposal terms is going to take us longer.
Okay.
Probably the next 2 springs. I hope to have it done probably before the Hajj. And the GitHub was something that Libby wanted to check. The issue 243, the 243 one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, he said she was going to check. We will have to ask her because we left it there because she wanted to check something. I remember from last week meeting or from the last retrospective.
Okay, Olivia. Back on this one. Okay. Okay.
All right, then let's see. Then the integrating legal docs into Gitbook, that's almost done. Although, as we progress, we keep going over that issue because now that today we were discussing on the terms, on the proposal terms, and also in the distribution terms, and there's some points where we may end up tweaking a little bit the Gitbook. So I would leave that one there, still open.
Okay.
And the 247, I don't know exactly what that one is. Terms and conditions, TEC.
Dandelion voting.
Yeah, the dandelion voting.
Dandelion voting for proposals. So I think it's submitting proposals.
We haven't done anything on that. We haven't done anything on that. And I don't know if there is anything related with terms in that. And I'll bring that on next working group meeting and see if we need to work on any term issues or term documents on that on that.
Okay. Well, let me just check with Griff too, because I have a feeling maybe it actually icebox for post hatch. Griff, do we need the terms and conditions for the dandelion voting before the hatch, or is that something we do after, before the commons upgrade?
I think we could probably, for the hatch DAO, we could survive without it, but it'd be nice to have, like for the dandelion voting. Yeah, I mean, people will make dandelion voting proposals, so after the hatch, like during the hatch, you know, it could be done, because during the hatch it's not happening, but after the hatch it will.
Yeah, I think we should discuss that, bring that to the table next week meeting. I was wondering if there's any document we could use as a base document for that, or maybe
I haven't found any.
I was thinking internal document, or any internal document that describe all the process, so we can, from there, we can think on the terms that we're going to have to think of for that.
There's definitely
process.
some forum posts.
Yeah. I'll go over that. I'll go over that, and I'll try to attach that forum post on that issue, so I can work with that with Sean. All right. Not related directly to the legal working group, but since Zeptimus had to jump out, and I don't know if he's going to be able to join again, you can close the audit for the legal working group. We finished this morning.
Where is it?
We closed it already. We closed it before this call.
Okay, great. Then that's it. And I think that's about all.
Okay, cool. Excellent. And I'm seeing that maybe there was some things in next sprint that I think are on SoftGov that we should talk about. Livia and I are going to the planning for SoftGov at the end of next week, but this one, the Discord roles and perms. Maybe it's Livia that needs to speak about this. Okay. I know this one's at the very end. It's actually just something for Vivi now.
Okay.
So I'm going to change this to be Vivi V. Okay, and I'll pull this one into the sprint. And I have myself creating a proposal for mission, vision, and values. I guess every steward should create an issue for themselves if they haven't already submitted a proposal for mission, vision, and values. It's probably a good idea to put that on, drop that new issue into the sprint backlog so it makes it into this sprint. Okay. Onboarding resources and guide. Distribution of Z's article, importance of token engineering ethics for TEC. I think Marco Marco's still here, cool. So Marco and Nate, maybe Nate, you're the person who could speak to this. Do we know what the next steps are for distributing this? The Twitter was sent out, but how else will we promote this article?
Yeah, I think just getting the list of partnerships and other communities that might be interested within the TE community and having kind of a blast towards those communities.
Jess has a great.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know Jess had a list of how she was doing it. I think we can reach out to her. And okay, is it you, Nate? Do you want to take this on?
Yeah, I will, definitely.
Awesome. Okay, and I'll move it into the sprint. MMV promotion. This is for Mitch. So the promoting mission, vision, and I guess we're moving that into the sprint. Mitch isn't here, but I'm looking at the icons for Marco and Nate. So mission, vision, and values, promoting to everyone, like as far and wide as we can, that people should consider voting for mission, vision, and values.
Sorry, what's the question regarding this one?
We're pulling it into this. Well, I guess we have to pull it into the sprint, right? Because it will be over. Okay.
Did Mitch actually create that issue?
Let's see. Let's see. I created the issue, and here it is in the forum. Also promoted here, Rock the Vote. So
Okay.
I guess the question is, who will take this in order to craft the promotion for getting the word out about the vote?
Gotcha. I will talk to
Mitch
Mitch about that.
self-assigned it, so I think he
Yeah.
wants to be on top of it. So let's let him take it, I guess. Clarifying phrasing. So this is something that means there is phrasing in all of our blog posts. Is it? You said done. Is this done? Should it be closed?
It is done, yeah. It should be
Yes.
closed. However, I wanted to keep it open just for the fact that we wanted to create a process around the style guide for that, about phrasing.
Okay. I would just suggest, wait, you want to create an issue to add this to the style guide. You're leaving it open to remember to add this to the style guide.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then just close it when you're done.
Sounds good.
Discuss the multi-band bots, the recent bot attacks, and the off-site. All right. I asked Chris if he can help here. I saw that Livia asked him, and then I sent a message too saying if he can help. I think we probably need some help on what we do here. This is around spam on our Discord server. Vi opened it. He's, I guess, asking for some guidance, and I'd like to know who among us can help him with this. Griff, do you have any suggestions? Do you think we can assign this to Chris to help Vi?
Chris and Kai are probably the best, but they're not in this call. Meta Verde, I see them muted.
I'm not clear exactly on what you need here, but by turn him loose should be able to find infinite bot help outside of TEC if you tell him that's okay and if that's something that's applicable.
Yeah.
He might not be.
He probably just wants to discuss. So I feel like we did the first one, discuss multiple solutions. It might be kind of a copy of the other issue that we're working on, but he's commenting on it and he put in a lot of context, so I don't necessarily want to delete it. But I believe the first subtask is done and the second subtask is done. And then then the multi-band. That's the thing. So yeah, Kai's name is Gilles Royale.
Yeah, for some reason he's not showing up.
It must not be in this repo.
Yeah.
Is he asking for specific TEC help, or is he asking for help on how to do multi-band, or what's he specifically asking for help with?
I think he wants to discuss the options with someone. That's how I read it.
Okay.
I don't know what.
So he knows what he's doing. He just wants to talk to him.
Yeah, they discuss the options. And I don't know. I kind of want to pass it to Marco because he's managing the other process around it. But
I want to say something about it. And Bye B told me that it is like a new feature on the Discord to multi-ban accounts with similar names. So it was like who is going to have like the permissions to have that, and for the moment is only the admin, the owner of the Discord, who is me, and him Bye B, to multi-ban people from the Discord.
So should we have more? We should maybe have more people in that role, able to ban servers, bots. Marco, would it be okay if this is assigned to you to support V and sort of coordinate Chris and Kai to help? I don't know if you want to take this on. Otherwise,
I mean, yeah, sure, you can do that.
okay.
But like, don't delete it. Just Command Z. Mention ViViV here. Post the original one. Yeah, exactly. Submit this.
Well, I'm saying that I'm assigning it to him, but I'm actually assigning it to you, right? So I'll say,
okay.
ViViV, Chris V, and Jay should be able to help you with this. I can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's in it.
Got it.
And then,
all right.
And then you are the right man to make sure it gets done.
And can you, and also just one more label, communications, please, because I'm filtering everything by communications working group. Just add that label. Thank you.
So if it's assigned to you, but it's not in communication.
Exactly. It's not going to show up.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, and I'm going to bring it into the sprint backlog because it's pretty important for us, right? All right, excellent. Gravity. Juan Carlos, what have we got for this sprint?
Yep. I think that we can add for this sprint the Gravity One Hive outreach. I am going to have a meeting with Chewy on Monday to see what can be the first steps to do that, and like try to have a first approach in this sprint. Also, I can finish the offboarding process from working groups that I made a post, but I saw that there are some edits that can be added. And also, I assigned Dan for the survey for conflict management in DAOs. And it's like, I know we are only assigning one people to the task, but as he is not joining this stewards call, like maybe I can like represent that issue in this call, but both him and I are like working on the survey. Do you think that should I like just leave Dan or just leave me and like communicate with Dan to do this?
In general, like one person should be assigned to every issue because that's the one person that's responsible for it. If there's two people responsible for it and you have two separate issues of the separate work that you guys are doing is fine. And as the working group lead, you sort of oversee everything that's tagged Gravity Working Group. So it can be 5 different people working on different issues, but as the working group lead, you're really the one that represents them in this call. So if we assign it to Dan and you still represent the progress made on this, that would be the normal flow.
Yeah, then that's what we're going to do. And I will keep working in legal for the praise distribution disclaimer document and also for the proposal terms document.
Where is the disclaimer in the proposal?
It's in the product backlog. It says Gravity terms and conditions and proposals.
Oh, right. Sorry, deadline voting proposals. Okay, that one. Okay, cool. Yeah. And I have this Gravity easy step-by-step process.
That is something that we talked that we are going to start doing in this roadmap of Gravity, but I am not assigning it into this sprint so that we can like start working on it without hurry.
Okay. And then when you figure out who's going to be responsible for it, when we drag it into a sprint, just have that person assigned to it and the other people that are working on it in the reviewers.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Is there anything? Let's see what. So the mirror board sprint facilitation, and that's it for this. Oh, that's what we want to do. We want to look at the repeating. All right. So repeating quickly is praise quantification, the schedule, the news blog. I guess we'll wait for Craig when he gets back and see if he's picking that up, or Nate, if you continue doing it. Weekly softgov. Dish IH tokens when we...
On the praise quant, this it's not this weekend, but it's the next weekend, and I'm going to be able to kind of do it, but I really will need support because I will be sort of on vacation. It's my mom's birthday, and I'm not going to be that easy. I won't be able to work. So please, extra support for the next praise quant.
All right, I think we have our sprint here. So I'm gonna, okay. I'm just moving these back, Marco, so that they can get tagged with sprint. Okay, cool. Should we close?
You can add my blocked thing into the sprint as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if they're not in here, they won't get tagged. So that way, and we'll leave the review in the review, I guess. So we know what to do with that. All right, cool. So I'd like just to take 2 minutes and close out. 2 things, 2 questions. What exciting thing are you doing this weekend? And can you propose a name for this sprint? We're 2 steps away from the hatch. Maybe we'll board up while you think about a name for this hatch. And I'll pass to Griff.
So this weekend is my last weekend in Vilcabamba. So I'm going to go on some adventures and maybe check out some waterfalls that I'm probably going to buy a small piece of land so I can have diversified residency with Ecuador. So that's really exciting. And for name for the sprint, we're doing this mission, vision, values, and the Hatch DAO token log stuff. So something around that, like token log or ending crypto technocracy or something like that would be fun. And I'll pass it to Ivy.
Plans for the weekend. I'm gonna stay here I'm still here in the island. I might look for another apartment because of my internet connection. And for this sprint, I haven't really thought about it yet. Can I think about it more and pass it to maybe to Chui?
Thank you, Ivy. For this weekend, I'm probably gonna study a lot, and I think I already have an apartment for moving to Mexico City, so I'm gonna be working on that. And as a name for this, I'm not sure. I'll just throw it out there. We could name it Metal, like that Pink Floyd album right before The Dark Side of the Moon, which was pretty good, but it was just right before a masterpiece. So those would be my 2 cents. And I'll pass it to Eduardo.
My lord, I believe that my plans for this weekend are way more are sobering comparing to all of your plans. My plans for this weekend is to sleep and do nothing. Literally, that's are my plans. I just want to rest and spend time with my partner, basically. And names. I like I know it sounds awful, but I like Apple's, Google's, Android, and Linux tendency to name things after a place or an animal or a thing. So it will be nice to probably whatever Griff is expecting to buy a land, I will name it like the name of that land, because it's a new opportunity, it's a new thing, it's a bunch of possibilities, and it's valuable. So I will name it with whatever Griff is gonna buy the land. I will pass it on to Jake.
The weekend. I actually have a lot to do. So hopefully I can get that. And then his names. Yeah, I don't know. I'm totally with whatever we're naming Griff's land. Can we have like can we use token log to name Griff's? We should make an issue for Griff's land and use token log to vote on it. I think this should happen. Okay. I'll pass it to you, Marco.
Thanks, Jake. I support token log voting on Griff's land name. Plans for the weekend: cleaning the house, doing a lot of work at home. After 2 weeks having Corona in the house, so we need to clean up and make everything clean over here. So a lot of work will be done. Spending time with family, Eastern, And and for name, the first name that came to my mind when you asked the question was Excalibur. So you can put it down. Without thinking anything, just that was the first thought. And I pass it on to Nate.
Yeah, not much going on this weekend. Gonna go out to kind of the Mill Valley area and go look in the redwoods, and it's gonna be nice and fun. As far as a name, I was thinking MVV or something along the lines of mission, vision, values. But with that being said, don't let up on this Griff's Land idea, because it's pretty fun. And I will pass to Wonk.
Thanks, Nate. Well, I also like mission, vision, and values, but the thing of naming Griff's land in Ecuador is also really fun. So yeah, I vote for both of them, and I will go for Chewy. Santi.
Yeah, you go,
Thank you, Hanka. Well, for the weekend, I'm gonna try to relax a little bit, do some sport, and work in some of the NFT projects. I'm involved with some artists here. And for the naming, we could I don't know, we could call it land mission voting. Who's left here? I don't know who's left. I think we are all done, right?
Yeah, just me. So for the weekend, there's an idea that maybe in these last few days that we're actually still allowed to travel some places in France. We go to the ocean and touch some ocean water. And that might happen. It's not that far. It's about 50 minutes on a train. And I really think the importance of, we're not going to be able to best last sprint. That was too good. It would be too idealistic to think we can ever do better than that. But I think that the mission, vision, and values is really important for this sprint. And it's pretty much to the end of the sprint. And I really like having even just that, actually, with a picture of a waterfall in honor of Sprint's land, in honor of Griff's land. Cool. Yeah. So do we vote, or maybe we can do like we do in Common Stack, which is just like Tamara gets to decide and surprise you guys on Monday morning.
Surprise us.
Yeah.
Tamara gets to decide and surprise us on Monday morning.
Cool.
Surprise.
Okay, cool. All right, everyone, thanks so much. I'll post the new beautiful Sprint 7 with its new name in our stewards channel. And I wish you all a wonderful weekend. And see you Monday.
Thank you, everyone. Take
Thank you,
care.
everyone. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Bye.
Thanks.